Hi there, I'm Skip and she's she.
I'm Ernestine.
She's Ernestine and this is Skip versus Ernestine.
Me.
This is round 42, brought to you as always by FanDuel, America's #1 sports book.
And Hazel.
Hazel's here in spirit. She's
in the other
in
room.
the doghouse
Last night
way
she
back
bit
where.
me.
But we do begin in honor of Hazel. She did bite you
She
last
bit me
night.
last time. Well, she didn't bit me. She didn't bite me fully, but she went to bite me.
She doesn't do that to me, but
Well, because she likes you. Even though
Yeah.
she's my dog, but she likes you.
it's a weird dynamic.
It's a long story.
But she will bite anybody except me if she doesn't like what you're trying to do to her, and she did not want to leave. She didn't want to
wanted
go
to be with you.
put outside to pee, and she wanted to stay with me, and so
I went to
she
pick her up, and she
snapped at
turned
her.
her and went to bite me.
okay, that's what we live with.
Yeah, whatever.
Triangle,
Whatever.
as the shrinks call it.
Yeah.
But in honor of Hazel, we do start this show with a Hazel question involving a callback to a topic on last week's show.
Okay. Yeah.
About the alligator.
Oh, yeah. The alligator that
alligator?
went to bite the woman's dog.
Had the dog,
Had the dog
in
in
its
its
mouth and was going back
In
into
Florida.
the bog or wherever it
Yeah,
was living
in Florida.
And she fought successfully to save her dog.
Yeah.
She got scraped or scratched or bitten. But the question is, this is from @PhoneMr3, and it's a good one. Would Skip let the alligator eat Hazel for a Cowboy Super Bowl win?
Boy.
A win, a Super Bowl win.
That's equal to if your wife is pregnant and she was giving birth, would you show up at the hospital or would you play the game?
I would
No?
do the game. Oh, would I
You'd
play the game or watch
Yeah.
the game?
Play the game if you were a football player.
Oh, definitely play the game.
Oh.
A Super Bowl? You have to. Sorry, you just have to.
And your wife will have who? The neighbor?
She'll be okay.
The
She'll be
neighbor will
okay.
be sitting in as the husband. Okay.
You know, surrogate,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Midwife.
For the whole life. Yeah.
Yeah. She'll be fine. You deliver.
Oh, yeah, whatever. It's
Billions
just
of babies
giving
have been
birth.
delivered
Who
on this
cares?
planet.
Yeah.
It'll be okay. It'll be okay.
Just giving birth. You don't need the father around.
So, phone Mr. 3. I finally draw the line at this one.
Oh.
There is no way I would let any alligator eat my Hazel, even for a Cowboy
Wow.
Super Bowl victory.
But if you
I
took
would
out
not
the
do
word
it.
Hazel and you put Ernestine in there, you'd say yes. Yeah,
No,
let her.
that's a lie.
I could always find another one of hers,
No.
but there's only one Hazel.
But I do love Hazel almost as much as I love Ernestine.
I think
Almost.
more.
No, I do not
More.
love her more. That's false.
When he comes in the door, who does he go to first? Hazel.
Who does she come to? I can't
She comes
can't
to you.
ignore
Oh,
her.
but you have to. Where's Hazel?
I don't say, where's Hazel? She
You go,
comes
"How-
running
how
up
is-
to me.
How's Hazel's day going?
She misses me because you abuse her while I'm gone.
Right, I abuse her. I only feed her, take her out, treat her well, take her to get groomed.
We have a problem in this relationship. There are
Oh, yeah.
3 in this relationship,
Yeah.
and 3
A
doesn't
menage a
work.
trois is Hazel. It's
No,
the
it's
menage a
not
trois.
that. It's the opposite
Ugh. The opposite
of 3 lovers. You know, like
Oh.
no, this is.
That's true. There's 2 and then there's me.
See, that's the problem.
Get a room, I always tell you.
Okay.
Get a
so
room.
I do have to give Hazel her props on since she's not here. Somebody has
Oh.
to speak for her.
Oh.
I just have to make this point.
The advocate for Hazel. Uh-huh.
Well, seriously,
Yeah.
this girl, Hazel,
Oh, Hazel. I
she's
thought you meant
now
me. She's a woman.
7.
She's
Is she
8.
7?
8.
Is she 8?
She's 8.
God, how time flies.
Before your eyes,
Before
they
you
grow
know
up.
it.
Yes.
This woman, Hazel, I got to call her
I
a
know.
woman.
She is a woman now. Oh, she's barking in the
Here?
back.
She knows
She said-
speak.
She said I'm a
yeah,
young woman,
Speak
not a
of the
woman.
devil on her part,
Right.
speak of the angel
Yeah.
on my part.
I'm gonna just
This
rest on
woman,
Hazel.
Hazel, 8 years of age,
Yes.
every Saturday without fail,
Oh, boy.
without fail,
Uh-huh.
she knows it's Saturday. So I play golf with a psychiatrist named Ryan who says to me flat out, no dog can count 7 to 7.
He's
No-
smart and he understands.
Okay, like it's impossible. She does not know it's Saturday. I promise you she knows it's Saturday because every day, not too far from here, I either get on the treadmill or I get on the exercise bike.
Right.
And I do it for an hour. And she knows I do it for an hour because she'll come and sleep beside me in her little bed. But On Saturday, it's different because as soon as I get off whichever piece of equipment, she's immediately going crazy because she knows it's the day we take her for a
She has
walk
to
in
go
the
shopping
mall.
at the mall.
Okay, there's a nearby open air mall here where
She
everybody
has to go
takes
to
their dog,
Bloomingdale's every
and
week.
she knows it's her time and her turn to get out. It's the only day we actually take her
She
someplace.
says, "Listen, I've been itching all week to go shopping, and I
Okay,
have to
but-
buy something new."
But she knows immediately as soon as I finish, she'll start jumping up and down in ways she never would on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
It's your
Thursday,
attitude.
Friday.
She
No,
knows
I
'cause you're
don't do
egging her
anything.
on.
I'm
You're
not
going,
egging her. No,
Hazel,
mm-mm.
we're gonna go
No,
soon.
I don't say a word. I don't say
I
a word.
hear you.
I do not.
You
I
say,
do not.
Hazel,
You're lying.
just wait. We're
No,
gonna
that's a
go,
lie.
and then she gets all jacked up.
She starts jumping up and down. I'm like, seriously?
Oh,
You
God.
know? She
Ryan
can
is
count
right.
to 7. She can
She counts
count
to 7.
to
1, 2, 3, 4,
sábado.
6. He's almost done.
Huh?
Psycho.
I've said before, she counts my sets that I'm
Right.
doing my
12,
weights,
13.
and she knows the last set.
She does it on her paws. I only got 5 paws, but I'll do double on one paw. 1, 2,
Now
3,
you're
4, 5,
ridiculing
6, 7. Oh, please.
just because she
yeah, she
snapped
can't
at
defend
you.
herself. Yeah. Yeah, just because she went to bite me.
Trust
Not a big
me.
deal.
Smartest dog ever.
She is smart.
My dog. Not
She
her
is
dog.
your dog.
Okay.
Whatever.
Okay. We will get to many more of your questions and, unfortunately, your comments, your digs, your scathing attacks on us in just a moment.
That's
but
true.
this is something my man LeBron James said recently on it's the podcast 360 with Speedy. LeBron went into how hard it is to be married, as you can just see right here. So this is the quote from LeBron. I'm going to be honest, a relationship is never picture perfect, even though most people think it is with him. LeBron has opened up on his marriage to Savannah, saying that their union isn't picture perfect.
Right.
So that's
which
the
I
point
so
here.
appreciate.
If you're okay with working through the hardships and adverse moments, then it will make it all worth it. Okay? We've been together since high school, so shit ain't always going to be a bed of roses.
Right.
In any relationship, let alone someone you're living with for over 20 years.
I so appreciate him saying that because
Okay.
he's a superstar.
And
And
people do think they have
that
the
because
perfect
he's
marriage.
a superstar, that his life is just so wonderful. But excuse me, everybody has crap in their relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know one person. And the people that say that they never fight and they never have any arguments and they never have a problem, they're lying. I know so many people in my life that have said to me, you know, I just never fight with my husband. The next thing I hear them, she's like wanting to fool around with some guy that she met somewhere. But there's nobody that has a perfect relationship, like Amal and George Clooney. They never have an issue.
No way.
They have 2 kids. The kids never cause any problems. Everybody, well, I guess you don't have an issue if you never see the kids and then you never see your partner. Then you can't have an issue. Okay?
Okay.
That's what I say.
All right. So I've often criticized LeBron in the basketball realm
Right, but this
because
is
he's
life.
got billions of blind witnesses, as I
but
call them,
that's-
defending him, apologizing for him.
Right, but
But
that's
in
not
this case, I thought he spoke the truth. I thought he was being very honest, and he's trying to knock down the notion that they're the perfect couple because the truth is they're not perfect in their union.
Nobody is perfect.
And he's gone a lot.
But that's his job.
Fair.
He's an athlete and he has to fly all over and he's got appearances to make and whatever.
He's got to
So
go
and
see
she
Bad Bunny in Miami.
right, whatever he has to
Okay.
do, and she has to stay home and she's got kids but that's their relationship and they've been together for a long time, but they've been together since high school. So you don't think that they've ever had fights? Of course they did.
It gets stale every once in a while. You get on each other's nerves
I don't
because
care who
it's
you
hard
are.
to live with somebody where, almost every time I come back through this door over here,
Uh-huh.
you're going to be here. Well, I
live
look,
here.
I know, but I look forward to that.
Every time I come in, you're going to be here. So you live here. Every time we come in, Hazel's going to be here because she lives here. That's why Woody Allen and Mia Farrow, Paul Newman and Joanne Woodward,
They did not live together.
Tim Burton and Helena Bonham Carter, when they were together, they lived separately. They lived separately.
Separately.
Goldie Hawn, Kurt Russell.
Separately. Okay.
I don't see anything wrong with that either, because if you live separately and you're in a relationship, but you still need to have your own space, I think it's great.
Now,
and most likely,
yeah.
if you and I had not moved out
Mm-hmm.
here because of your job, we were living in New York. I still had my apartment,
You did.
and you had your apartment, and it was fine.
It was great.
So, and I think most people that have been together for a while would say, I really don't see anything wrong with that. It's not about, having your own place so you can cheat. It's having your own space.
Space.
And
mental and literal space.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with it.
Okay. And speaking of New York, so Woody Allen and Mia Farrow used to live across Central Park from each other and could literally see each other in the window of apartments. But
they never lived together.
Once the night was over, she got in a cab or whatever she got into and went back across the park. Right?
It's hard living with somebody.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Okay.
And I know people who live together in a studio apartment. That's really hard.
Okay, so you and I we met in 2005, in August of 2005. So we didn't live together for the first 11 years.
We didn't live together until he came out here.
Yeah, so it's 11 years.
And it was a rude awakening.
It was rude because we finally said, well, we got to get married because, not we have to, but
I didn't want to move out here until I was married. But
so we move out here and all of a sudden we're married.
Yeah, and it's like you're not
together.
leaving on 1 o'clock on a Sunday to go back to Connecticut to go when you worked for ESPN.
Yep.
And there I was calling my mother saying, how come he's not leaving? Because he lives there.
Stuck with me.
Right.
Yeah.
And you have the same issue with me, so.
I honestly, I'm just telling you the truth. I actually really like living with you.
Well, who does more to help the other one?
God, you're just killing me today. It's Rip Skip Day.
Poor
Skip versus Ernestine. I find you very comfortable to live with because we do mostly get along. But do we get on each other? Do we fight? We fight.
Yeah, everybody does.
And when we fight, it's a blowout because she's got a terrible temper, Italian side temper. I don't have any temper.
You have no temper. Right. Let's see. The Mountain Dew bottle that was thrown across the floor in New York on 54th Street.
That was years ago.
Yeah, that was
That's when I was
changed.
a child.
Yeah. He was having tantrums. Whatever. But I can appreciate what LeBron said because I think everybody, no matter how famous they are, how not famous they are, how rich, how not rich, everybody has issues.
So I appreciate that LeBron would say it's not always a bed of roses. Because it's not, I don't care who you are, no bed of roses anywhere. There's no Prince Charming.
Two different people living together.
There's no Cinderella. There's no Snow White. There's no
it's not
fairy
a fantasy.
tale.
That's why people think if once they get married, everything is going to become, oh my God, they're married. It doesn't change.
Okay, so since this is all about you,
Oh, yes.
round 42. Last week you did have something that I was very proud of you for participating in. You went to a female empowerment luncheon and you were
a
speaker.
Yes.
One of three speakers with
and
a moderator.
Yeah.
And I was nervous for you because neither of us knew what to expect because it wasn't cut and dried exactly how it was going to work and what it was going to be and what the topics were going to be. You knew what you wanted to say, but you weren't so sure what anybody else was going to want to talk about. So she's better at winging. I'm hardcore prep. And she winged it out of the park.
Oh, it was great. These women were great. And it was very interesting to hear. It was all about changing in your life, or that word pivoting, which was, I think,
that was the pivotal word was pivoting.
Pivoting was last year's word of the year or something. But how you pivot in life. And I have pivoted about 12, 14 times in my life. And so with these other women, and it was interesting to hear each woman tell their story how they pivoted in life, getting married, having kids, whatever it is. I didn't have kids, got married, but everybody has the same issues after a while. It's just all about, trying to keep it going and reinventing yourself.
A lot of reinvention.
Reinventing, once you get to a certain age,
Yeah.
you decide you want to do something else, you have to reinvent yourself and how people accept you or they don't accept you and the challenges. So, and it was interesting. And it was for Golda's project. And it was just a great group of people, women, different ages, different backgrounds.
But from what your sister tells me, who went with you, Joyce, that you stole the show. You were the star.
Well, my sister, of course, is a little
stars.
biased,
But I think she would tell the
no,
truth.
but it was fun because my background is not like other people. My background is very eclectic and very crazy and unconventional. Most people have more conventional lives. I don't have a conventional life. I've never had a conventional life. So my background is a little bit more off the wall, interesting to people that don't have that type of life.
Yeah. Well, I was nervous for you, and then I was exceptionally proud of
Thank you.
because I know how hard that was to go navigate through the day.
And actually, I'm having lunch with two of the women
Wow.
that I met, not at the same time, but we're having lunch one day, and then I'm having lunch with someone else another day. So I met some really nice
That
women.
works. Yeah.
And it's nice to meet a lot of different people from different backgrounds and different lifestyles, especially women, that they're not trying to tear you down, that they're trying to, everybody is for the other person, saying, wow, that's great, you did that, and they're encouraging.
So maybe you're about to pivot again.
Yeah, I'm pivoting. I'm always pivoting. I'm like a top. I'm always spinning and pivoting, but it was very
Thanks
interesting.
mostly to me.
His coaching.
So, quick point of order here. This episode is brought to you by ZipRecruiter. If you own a business, hiring can be so time consuming. I've heard stories of employers waiting weeks, even months, for the right candidate to apply, not to include the time you spent just sorting through all the resumes. Then you have to get in touch with the potential candidate, which is a whole nother ball of wax problem. And the point is that an employer looking for a qualified candidate can be a headache. So the future of hiring now looks much brighter because ZipRecruiter's latest tools and features help speed up finding the right people for your roles. With ZipRecruiter's new advances, you can easily find and connect with qualified candidates in minutes.
Those who are pivoting and they need to maybe have a new career.
So if you see a candidate you're really interested in, you can unlock their contact info instantly.
That's great.
Over 320,000 new resumes are added to ZipRecruiter monthly, every month, 320,000, which means you can reach more potential hires and fill more roles sooner. Use ZipRecruiter and save time hiring. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day, 4 out of 5. And if you go to ZipRecruiter.com/skip, use my first name, Skip, right now you can try it for free.
Wow. My sister was on ZipRecruiter.
Really?
Get a job. Yep.
Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/skip.
That's
ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
I think that's pretty good.
Back to the drawing board.
Okay.
Let's go back to an email
Rolling
question.
up my sleeves.
This is from Summer from Brooklyn, New York.
right.
Summer in the fall.
Brooklyn's in the house.
Brooklyn's in the house. Pop Mart stock dropped 8%. Is the Labubu craze over?
Well,
yes.
I think it's
fading.
going down, but I still think for Christmas, the holidays, I think it's going to be
You still think it's big?
Yeah, I think I heard they're coming out with smaller ones now, so there'll be less money and I think more accessible, so they could be cute for stocking stuffers.
Does that mean I'm supposed to get you another Labubu
No,
for
I have
Christmas?
two.
You
I
have
have
two
enough.
and you're enough,
I have
right?
enough. Yeah, they just sit on my desk. I don't put them on my bags or anything.
We
But
still see them hanging from handbags at the
has
mall.
them. Everybody has them on their bags.
but
And my
maybe
friend
fewer.
Robin,
Yeah.
who is in Ohio,
Yeah.
she went to a scarecrow festival this weekend, and there was a booth. She sent me a picture of the booth, and it said, "We sell Labubus here."
In rural Ohio, right?
Yeah, she lives
Like-
in a small town,
God.
Washington Courthouse in
Really?
Ohio. Yeah,
Wow.
so it's everywhere.
La Boo Boo.
I don't know if they were La Foo-Foos or La Boo-Boos,
What are foo-foos?
the fake ones.
Fake ones. Okay. Oh, maybe they were fake. Okay.
But I think they've made so much money right now, they don't have to worry about
I don't think
Pop
they
Mart
do.
and the guy who created it.
But by very definition, Labubu is a craze that will come and go.
It
But
will.
it'll come crazy
Oh,
craze.
just like the Beanie Babies, Cabbage Patch Kids. What else? There were other
So
things.
when I was a kid, there were troll dolls.
Troll
and these are
dolls,
kind of, they
yeah.
look like troll dolls. But
They're
everybody,
ugly, but they're cute.
but boyfriends would give girlfriends a troll doll. It was like a
Right.
big thing to do. A troll doll
But those were
with
also
wild
called
hair.
Wishnick dolls when I was little.
No, I don't know your neighborhood. I
What do you
came
mean my
from
neighborhood. They're
Oklahoma.
not like they weren't like in Italian Jewish neighborhoods. Wishnick dolls. They were known.
You renamed them. They were
They had
troll
crazy
dolls.
hair. I had Wishnick dolls.
This is Sean from Berkeley, California, who says Cardi B announced she's having a baby with boyfriend Stefon Diggs. This after them dating for less than a year? Question mark. When do you think it's too early for a relationship to have a child together? Okay.
I don't know. To me, they've been together a year. I think that's okay. I don't know how much time they've actually spent together in that year, but this is her, is it fourth kid? I can't remember.
I wanted to say fifth, but I'm not
I
sure.
thought fourth,
Okay.
but I can't be
She has
quoted
several.
on that. She
Okay.
has more than one. And
Okay.
I say good luck. I don't know.
We don't have one kid except for Hazel. Look, I don't want to be too deeply serious about this, but the reason I don't have children is because I didn't think I was qualified to be a good father for a child, because I'm obsessed with my work,
Oh, really?
my
Wow.
life,
That's
my
something new.
reason for being.
Right, that's you.
And whatever time I have left, I give to her and obviously some to Hazel.
Well, more Hazel and then her, but yeah.
But obviously, raising a child is the single biggest responsibility. Maybe I'm just shirking my duty or running scared, but it's the biggest single responsibility any human will ever have.
Well,
on
I
this
never
planet.
wanted kids only because I never wanted the responsibility.
Okay,
I
well,
always
there you
wanted
go.
to feel as though I could walk
could
out of my
go.
house and leave.
Okay, so my point is, I don't have a time span that is right.
No.
You just better know it's right, because in this case, I never want to see a child brought into the world in some unfortunate, too quick circumstance where the child's maybe will have a mom but not a dad, or maybe will wind up with dad and not a mom,
Yeah.
where it never was correct. And I'm not commenting on Cardi B and Stefon. Maybe they'll love each other forever. Hope so. But it's not to be trifled with, because I still think a two-parent home is essential to a mentally balanced child.
But it doesn't matter who the two parents are, as long as there are two, there are lots of different definitions of families these days. But
there needs to be female and male input into the upbringing of the child.
Well, I don't know about that.
I just believe that. That's just me.
I don't believe that, because there could be two guys that could raise kids, two females can raise kids. But
I'm
to
more
me,
biblical there.
Okay, well, you're more biblical than I am.
I just think there needs to be a balance.
Well, I think that you could have two guys and then they have aunts and they have females around them. But the thing is, to me, I knew women that were in my office when I worked long ago in agencies or whatever. They would have the kid, and then as soon as they would have the kid, the babysitter would just take care of the kid, and they would be working, and the kid was raised by the baby, and I remember my boss saying goodnight to her kids on speakerphone. So to me, if I understand people have to work, so every situation is different, but I guess if you have a child and you have a good support system, then it's okay. But I think they still need to know the parent. At some point, they have to see the parent at some point.
When do two people know for sure that they're forever in love? I don't know. I mean, it could be in a day, or it could be in 10 years it might take.
But you hear these stories and you read these stories, which I do all the time. A lot of these actors that they had a kid now at 70 because their two marriages before they weren't around for the kids. So
Yep.
now they want to try to make up
True.
time. Well, your mother was never around for you and your brother and sister. So then she tried to make it up with your sister's kids, trying
That's
to be the
true.
good grandma,
Yeah.
but she was never the good mother. So
No.
I guess if two people believe in having the child and they're going to give the child a good home and they're going to be there for them, it doesn't matter how long they know each other. They could be great after 3 weeks. Who knows? You don't know. I think
Well,
everything is so up in the air, but if the kid is going to be loved, that's all that matters to me.
God bless both
Yeah.
Cardi B and Stefon. Hope they made
have
a
a great
really good,
relationship and-
strong, sound decision. Okay. This is a callback comment off our reflection last week on the passing of Robert Redford.
My God.
And at Diva45 says, all his movies sucked. All caps sucked. Only Clint, Duvall, Jackie Boy, and Hoffman are real movie stars, says Diva45 of Robert Redford, that his movies sucked. Your
Wow.
response, please?
I think Diva needs to watch All the President's Men,
Mhm.
The Natural, Barefoot in the Park,
Butch
The
Cassidy. and
Great
Sundance Kid.
Gatsby, Butch Cassidy, The Candidate, Downhill Racer, 3 Days of the Condor,
Ooh, 3
The
Days of
Sting.
Condor. Yeah.
We could go on and on and on and on. Missing the Boat. Because
Look.
I love Clint, Duvall, Jack Nicholson, and Dustin Hoffman. I love all of them to the max, and Robert Redford is right in there. So I think they should watch Robert Redford because he is equal or even above some of those.
Okay. Here was my point about Robert Redford. If you don't like his movies, I get you. I mean, I will.
I don't know how, but
I will
okay.
respect that. I will respect your opinion. But you can't dislike his presence on screen because you want to talk about movie star good looks. You want to talk about drop dead handsome.
Oh my God.
You want to talk about magazine cover boy. Hey, this is all time.
Beyond.
All time. And I read some comments after his passing from several directors who all talked about how easy it was for him on camera, where he just owned the camera and he could do more with less than any actor. All the great directors, Sidney Pollack talked about it.
Love Sidney.
That he didn't have to work hard to give you a lot because he had such just commanding presence on screen, but he could do so much with so little, just a raised eyebrow or a
just that
cocked
grin.
head.
Ugh.
Just it's the looks, it's the pretty boy part that.
But the talent was there beyond pretty boy.
He had huge talent that he didn't have to flaunt. Like this is no knock on Dustin Hoffman, but Dustin Hoffman had to work hard at acting. He had to act hard.
Yeah.
We love The Graduate, but he had to work hard the whole movie to act. I'm acting. That was his first big breakout role. It's like, look, Ma, I'm acting, and it's great. But he's not a pretty boy because so Dustin couldn't lean. He couldn't fall back on his looks. He's not bad looking, but he's not
very cute. But he's not
cute.
Robert Redford.
He was cute in the. I
Robert
give
Redford
you that.
is model. He's the original Hollywood.
Yeah.
I don't know, glamour boy.
Glamour boy.
He is.
He was it.
He is he has matinee idol looks.
Matinee idol.
That they don't make
Robert
anymore.
Duvall, extremely gifted on screen in conveying emotion, but not a pretty boy.
No, he doesn't have. I mean, he's handsome, but he doesn't have those.
And I wouldn't call Clint Eastwood a pretty boy. He was handsome in his own way, but not
sexy.
Okay, but that's like man's man.
Yeah, he's tough.
Yeah, tough guy. Yeah, rawhide.
Yeah,
like
Dirty Harry.
Yeah, okay. I get that, but only Jack Nicholson was also really, especially in his youth, he was shockingly good looking on screen.
Handsome,
Because
yeah.
in Chinatown,
Oh.
it's like, whoa.
Incredible.
Yeah.
But
so
still not Robert Redford. Robert
I know.
Redford is beyond, I don't even
It's
know,
just
to
it's
me,
Hollywood.
okay,
He's like the definition of
he's
screen star, silver
you
screen
know,
star. Okay.
Hollywood, but the only one that ever came close and really, I'd say like not even close. Back in the day, when Brad Pitt first came
Yeah,
out,
that's a
they
good
would
one.
consider him,
Yep.
he was like a younger Robert Redford
He
in
was.
River Runs Through It.
Yep.
But he still, he could not reach up to Robert
No.
Redford's looks.
I love Brad Pitt.
And
I really like him on screen.
he's very good,
and,
but he's
and Once
he
Upon a
is
Time
no
in
Robert
Hollywood.
Redford.
You know, he was
Yeah, he was great in that, but he's great in a lot of movies, but not Robert Redford.
okay.
There's only one Robert Redford.
Jeffrey in Hawaii,
Hawaii, I
says
love. Favorite
she
place.
loves Hawaii.
Favorite place.
I remember watching The Natural as a
Oh.
kid. I was so mesmerized by that movie, as was I.
Incredible.
And remember, Robert Redford could play physical too because he was a baseball star in high school out here in Santa Monica, California. He went to Colorado on a baseball scholarship. So obviously,
He
in
was
his
athletic.
30s, he could play the natural. Wonder Boy was his magic bat, and he could pull it off because he could do
Oh.
that. And he was very, very athletic in all of his roles, even Butch Cassidy, Sundance
Riding,
Kid.
I mean,
Yeah,
he's a
riding
expert.
and shooting.
Oh,
You're
my
like,
God.
I buy it. I see it. He could do
Incredible.
that. Okay.
Incredible, the natural.
This is Jack from Portland, Maine, not
Oh, I
Portland,
love
Oregon. It's a long ways from here. Skip, there's a lot of times when you go, this may be before your time,
You always do that.
are you just under the belief that people don't know anything prior to the year they were born? Yes,
love
I
that,
am.
Because I
am.
always,
She
I always
she
call him on that. I always say to
chastises
him,
me.
"Why don't you think that people know something just because somebody is younger? They have a history in their head of they know things." He says, "No, they don't know that. No, if you're not that old, you don't know. You don't know music.
but
you don't this. You know." I call him on that all
I know,
the time.
but
So
I
thank
work
you,
around.
Jack. I appreciate
Okay,
it.
I
I don't
I don't,
understand
Jack.
him.
I don't appreciate it because it's
I
not true.
appreciate it because it
Because
is true.
I'm right about this.
You-
Because for many years I've worked around 20 somethings. It's almost like the school teacher who keeps teaching the
Yeah,
class
so
that stays
what?
the same age, and so the teacher ages, but the kids all stay 18 or
Right,
whatever they
but that's
are.
a twilight zone.
Okay, no, it isn't. That's what happens to every school teacher. The kids come every year, and they're the same age, and you get a year
Right.
older.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, but my point is, I'm working even as we speak with several 20 somethings.
Right.
Okay, and I bring up something, and they look at me like, "Huh?"
But that's them. There
Okay.
are people like when I was 20 something, I knew all about past
Okay.
stuff. Movies, TV stars, music. I'm an old soul,
She
and
is
I
the
read.
oldest soul.
I read a whole lot. I read tons of stuff
Okay.
every day. So don't you think there's more than just me
Okay.
out there who does that?
Okay, one reason you and I get along is because whatever I know, and I'm 10 years older,
Yeah.
10 and sometimes 11, but it
Right.
keeps going back
But
and
I
forth.
know
But
beyond you.
okay, she knows before me.
Yeah, I do.
Because it's in her soul. That's who she is.
Yeah.
Okay, so that makes it easier for us because she's teaching me things about Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers that
Right.
I had no idea
So
about.
I know about
okay?
them. I'm sure somebody else out there knows about Fred Astaire that's watching this podcast.
What I've always said when I'm speaking to groups of kids is that when I was growing up, I wanted to know everything I could about Babe Ruth because he
Right.
was a legend. He was the greatest baseball player ever because he hit home runs and he was a pitcher early in his
Right.
career when he was in Boston.
He's a
Okay,
legend.
so he's become such a legend. They named a candy bar after
Right.
Baby Ruth after Babe
I
Ruth.
love Babe Ruths.
You like them?
I love those candy bars.
They're kind of
Nuggety.
nougaty.
Yeah, they're good. So
They're
I haven't
kind
had
of
one in a
hard
while,
to.
but I do like.
It's like
But-
Hazel gets a hold of something. She's like,
Yeah, but they're good. So he was a
Hard to
legend. They
chew.
named a candy bar after him.
Okay, but when I was 5, 6, 7 years old, I was a voracious reader. So I'm reading every biography I can get my hands on of Babe Ruth because I want to know, oh, he grew up in Baltimore in the row houses in Baltimore.
Yeah.
And then he went to a Catholic school. And how did he get his first break?
Right,
and
right.
and what what happened? What
But it's even
propelled him?
easier today for people just to look up online things. And
Yeah,
so I read everything and I find out about every aspect of pop culture and music and film and acting
she
and
does.
architecture and whatever it is. So it's so easy. So I'm not the only person that looks online. I'm sure other people do too, and they know stuff before their time.
I'm
And I think that he's
constantly
right.
I'm constantly warning you. Oh, don't go there when we're talking to our audience because
Right.
you're going to lose
But I
everybody.
don't believe that. I think people out there understand what I'm saying, even if they're younger. They're not. They're not just like programmed just to know. Okay, I only know what's happening in today's world. I know nothing from the past.
But a lot of 20 somethings barely, they know of the Beatles. They don't know the Beatles. They don't know anything about them or what
I
they
don't know, but if
sounded
you go
like.
to, I hate to say the mall, or walk in Beverly Hills or walk on in New York City, there are kids that are 17 years old wearing a Beatles T-shirt.
Because
They
their
do know who they
parents,
are.
probably.
Yeah, it's parents, and also because in school and everywhere, it is everywhere.
Okay.
So
This is Ashley from Pierre, South Dakota. We're going all over the map
wow,
today.
I've never been there.
You talked about Robert Redford being one of the last true Hollywood stars. Is there a present A-lister who could reach the Redford status? Well, you mentioned Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt, but I mean, he's not. He would be the closest for me in looks and in talent.
Yeah. It just doesn't seem to work this way anymore.
I mean, it's like that. We always try to pick out the new Bond.
Yeah.
It's the same kind of thing. Who can replace Roger Moore and Sean Connery? It's really hard. Like,
God,
to me, Keanu Reeves could replace. He could play Bond, but
you have to be able to speak a little bit.
well, he's.
I mean, in John Wick, he really has.
I know,
It's
but
like Clint Eastwood was. In
right
his
now,
movies.
he's good. He's doing Broadway. He's doing Waiting for Godot,
Wow.
so he can
Okay.
speak.
You have to like scream speak through
Yeah.
Godot.
Well, he's going to be doing it, opening in about a week.
Wow.
With what's his name from Ted? It's Bill and Ted. It's
Oh,
both of them
wow.
doing it. Yeah.
Doing Godot?
Yeah. Yeah. Tickets are $676 to see. That's a whole nother story, Broadway prices. But
You know, everybody wants to play that. We saw
we saw it was with John, my friend John Glover.
he played
And
one
John
of the
Goodman
roles
was
because
in
it only has like 4 people in
Yeah,
it.
3 or 4 people. It was John Goodman,
John Goodman.
Bill Irwin,
Yeah.
and John Glover.
Okay.
That was good.
But this is just me. We didn't plan to talk about this, but once you've seen one Godot, some people pronounce it differently, but
Yeah.
I say Godot. But once you've seen one, you've seen them all because
It's very intense.
it's very intense and ultimately dark.
Yeah,
and
it is.
like blackness. It's
Nathan Lane has played it.
Oh, he
There's
played
been-
it. That's
yeah,
right.
there's a
But
lot
it's
of
waiting
people.
for God,
Yeah.
who doesn't ever show. We're waiting for God. Well, there is no
I
God.
would love to see Keanu and I'm blanking out his name. Ted and Bill and Ted.
No, I know who. I can see his face.
Can't think of him.
He's not a candidate to
Alex
become.
Winter.
Okay, he's not a candidate to become the next Robert Redford.
No, I'm trying to think. Closest to me is Brad.
Brad Pitt is, and now is he 60?
Yeah.
So if he didn't qualify in his 40s and 50s, I don't think he's going to qualify in his 60s.
There's nobody new I can think of that would be
Not Chalamet.
Timothy. I don't think he's the new Robert Redford.
No,
That's a tough one.
it's a tough
I'll have
one.
to think a bunch on that.
See, maybe we're just living in the past, but we're
Well,
clinging to old Hollywood. Hollywood's
old
dead.
Hollywood was probably better than new Hollywood.
It was something. Speaking of Hollywood, it is time for Skip and Ernestine go to the movies
Oh.
on this couch, which we often do.
That's true.
So it's been 2 weeks ago on a Thursday night. I was watching Thursday Night Football.
Yeah.
And she's great. She is saintly when it comes to me and my
am a saint.
games.
I
So
am a
she
saint.
allowed it to play out. She's not going to sit and watch with me. But
No.
when it ended at 8:20ish out here, sometimes I post videos, but I think this is one where I didn't need to
No, I don't
post a
think you
video.
did.
So I said, I'm finished for the night. I'm good. And you come in. And so I still have Prime Video up
Yeah.
because that's where you can find Thursday Night Football, and only there on Prime,
I know that.
Amazon Prime. And kaboom, all of a sudden something pops up and starts playing called Dark Wolf.
You had been watching it when I walked in.
I had seen the commercials, and then maybe, just before you walked in, it popped up, and I thought, oh, and I just hit play just to see what it looked like.
Yeah.
And then you started watching, and we started watching, and we are now completely, utterly
I told
hooked
my friend Richard today to watch
on
it.
Dark Wolf.
Richard's going to watch it. So.
And that actor whose name escapes me.
I love him, Taylor Kitsch.
Taylor Kitsch.
He is an underrated actor, I think.
He is, but he's not a pretty boy. He's a handsome
got
guy,
sexiness to
but
him.
he's got Keanu. He looks like Keanu
He is a
Reeves.
Keanu. He is
right.
He's hot. And who else was in it?
Says her.
Yeah, he's very well.
If I said a woman was hot,
he played in Friday
I'd be
Night
kicked
Lights.
off this podcast.
He was in Friday Night Lights.
I know he was, and then
in that
American
Western.
Primeval.
Yeah.
And I loved it.
Yeah.
Because it's what I gravitate to, is the old West coming to the new West, the death of the West, and it featured a lot of
peck and paw
cowboys and Indians. Forgive the politically incorrect, but they were called Indians at this point. And American Primeval is all about that clash of we're stealing their land, which we did, and they're fighting back with all their might, and Taylor Kitsch gets caught in the literal crossfire of that.
It's very violent. I didn't watch that movie, but
very violent and very well done.
But it got really good reviews.
It's an
indie film.
Really good. But
anyway,
got me there.
He's in this, and he's really good. Chris Pratt, but
this is a prequel to the Terminal List. So Chris Pratt is the star of the Terminal List, which we watched.
Yeah, I forgot.
And we liked.
But I like this one better.
So Chris Pratt has to play in the first episode of this when they're still in Afghanistan, and then it segues where I don't want to spoil it, but it starts to move all around Europe.
Yeah, it's well done. It's like a Mission Impossible meets Bourne, right? It's filmed everywhere in the world. And an actor that we loved in Black Sails back in the day. So good.
Tom.
Oh God! I just said it to Richard today.
Hobson, Tom.
No, Hobbs. I think it was Hobbs.
Close. Whatever.
Yeah.
But we haven't seen him since Black Sails, and he pops up as Taylor Kitsch's right-hand man, his wingman, so to speak.
Yes.
She's going to look it up.
I'm going to look it up. What's it called again?
Dark Wolf.
Dark Wolf, yeah.
Yes.
But it also has somebody else in it that we like. Let's see. It has Tom Hopper. That's
Tom
it.
Hopper.
Luke Hemsworth, who's the younger. He's the older brother.
Older brother who doesn't really look like the other.
No, but he's good.
But he's very good.
It's a great cast. Tom Hopper is the guy who played in Black Sails.
And the women in it are compelling also.
Oh, they're beautiful too. Really, it's such a good. So it drops on Wednesdays, and I think there's 3 episodes out that we saw. Yeah.
Wow. Who knew? So we've seen
all of them. Now
we've seen all of them. We've seen 6, I believe.
Is it 6?
I thought we've seen 6.
Maybe it's been out for that long that we haven't seen.
I mean, we stayed up past our bedtime because she was so hooked. She said, "We got to watch another."
So my mother said I could stay up till 1 o'clock.
Who knew? And it was worth the lost sleep because it's really well written,
really good,
and
the acting is really good.
Just for the record, the other night she's making dinner, microwave.
Yeah, I don't cook. So.
She doesn't cook, but she's
heating
dinner, and I'm sitting right here, and I'm just flipping around waiting for her to come in, and I land on Blazing Saddles, the greatest comedy I think ever. I know we love Anchorman, but just as the classic comedy.
Yeah.
And it's halfway through, and we say,
"We can't change it. We have to watch it."
And Cleavon Little is so he is so good.
With Gene Wilder.
Is so good. And the lines, look, comedies are hard because the success rate, the hit rate of the jokes is if you're 50%, you win. And this is 95%.
Oh my God. And the cast, there's not a weak person.
Lily Von Stoop. Listen, we just sat here with no plan.
No.
And we watched the last 45-ish minutes
And
of
I
it.
said to you, if you
started
started
over,
again, I
you'd
would
just
watch it
watch it
again
again.
and just laugh as much. The writing, Mel
And
Brooks
you
is
want to
genius.
talk about social commentary, black-white commentary before its time?
Yeah. So strong.
Genius.
Yeah.
And breaking the fourth wall where a movie set becomes another movie set
So
out of nowhere. What?
Mel is just
It's just genius.
iconic.
This is Steph from, oh, you know what? Before we go to Steph, this is where I wanted you to call up your phone
Okay, we
and
got
do
it.
a quick question off your
Okay,
phone.
we got a quick question. Hang on. Okay. At Mandy Tang 3704. Is Selena Gomez in Murders the most random casting in any show, movie ever? If not, then you? Question mark.
Then you meaning then
Then
who?
who?
Then who?
Then you?
Yeah.
Tell me.
Okay. That's the most random
is.
cast I can ever remember anywhere. Selena Gomez thrown in with, how old is?
Steve Martin, 81.
81.
Martin Short, 78, maybe 79.
Okay.
But Tyler, our executive producer, he and I talk about this all the time. And we have talked about it. Who would have thought, whoever the casting director was, is a visionary? Because who would think about putting her in there and it works? It's beyond works. The three of them together are just gold.
If you brought me the script and you told me what you were thinking, I would say, that's insane.
Yeah,
It won't work.
yeah.
It's preposterous. No one will ever buy it. That they're buddies and they run around together. How old is she now? Is she 30 yet? Or
Yeah, but the funny thing is, I mean, she had just come off of probably the whole Disney World that she was in, and
she's a
recording
Disney
and
child.
dating Justin Bieber, and she had all that back stuff. And then she played in Woody Allen's Rainy Day in New York, which she was great in that with Timothée Chalamet. And then she wasn't where she is now when she was cast in that. So it's really incredible casting. She works.
Yeah, but it's a 1,000,000,000 shot, but just because of her personality, which is quirky, and her little girl voice, which
Nasal
is
tone.
squeaky, sort of
Nasally, works with them.
It just works with them. And then their completely implausible trio, it just clicks, and it's a good show. I mean,
great.
I like it. You love it.
I love it. I love it. It's very New York. It's very relatable because every character they have, I have known people like that, crazy weirdos that live in your apartment
But you
building.
actually need her sarcasm, her completely.
She puts them in their place.
She just puts like, what?
Yeah.
And without that, all
it would be dry.
Their craziness, their tomfoolery, their bits that they're doing. Like I say, I want to strangle Martin Short and just shut him up, and I think she does too. So I appreciate that she's the moderator.
It's great.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
It is great.
We did that. This is Steph from Providence, Rhode Island, a long way from here.
Rhode Island.
Morrissey was forced to cancel 2 concerts, one in Boston, one in Connecticut, due to credible, quote-unquote, death threats. Are we just at the point where we should just stay inside and never go out?
It's just horrible. I don't understand what is happening in the world. People just want to perform, and they're already, I mean, they're just hit with, people want to kill them. I don't get it. It's just craziness.
So I've made the case and point that politicians have been targets of assassinations for centuries.
Yes.
In this country, dating back to, I looked it up, January 30th of 1835, Andrew Jackson, a sitting president, had an attempt on his life, and the assassin had 2 pistols that failed to fire, which is hard to believe, and he was able to beat the assailant, the potential assailant, with his cane before he was arrested. But my point is, this has been going on for a long time, but now any political opinionist, anybody with any strong opinion is a target. And I've told you that I get a little queasy because I'm very opinionated. And we've gone back and forth for years with people taking shots at me. And you say that's not fair because you're putting, when athletes say somebody should shut him up,
Right.
then you're the one, and your mom used to say, well, God, that could give somebody an idea.
Right. Well, people are
So-
crazy, but the thing is, it's trickled down. Well, it went from throwing something on stage to these performers
Yeah.
that are just up there trying to sing, and now you have death threats. It's getting to the point where you have to be afraid, no matter what, whether you're an entertainer, politician, whatever. People they just want to get you. If they don't like you, they're going to just try to get you. Listen, I
Okay.
feel afraid sometimes just walking in the mall or walking through the mall to get to
Yeah.
wherever I'm going, that some nut person is going to have a gun and
possible.
just kill you,
Yeah.
because you're a target wherever you go. You could be, remember the movie Regarding Henry? He walks
I
into the
didn't see it.
bodega,
Yeah.
Harrison Ford, wrong place, wrong time. He goes in to buy something in the bodega. Guy shoots him in the head. It's like, that's what it's become. So I don't know. How do you screen thousands of people at a concert?
I don't know.
Can I look in your bag? Can I look in your
Well,
bag?
they do.
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to be enough. I think somebody can smuggle in something and do something. They smuggle guns on planes. They smuggle knives on planes, right?
Well, I hope not.
Well, but they do. You know, sometimes they find, they show somebody had whatever, a machete. Somebody had whatever. It's craziness.
But
So,
the big picture point is, to the question of Steph, should we just stay inside and never go out? No, you
that's
you
what
got
we're
to
getting
keep trying
to.
to live your life. You just have to be more careful than you used to be.
I know, but these performers, they just want to perform,
Yeah.
and somebody has to make it hard. I don't know. There has to be, I guess, more security.
I can tell you what it feels like to be out on a stage doing what I do back in my television
Yeah, when you
days.
would go on the road,
Yeah, after I'd had
thousands
death
of people,
threats,
it's
and
very
I
scary.
would be looking into the crowd thinking, could it be him?
Yeah,
Could it be him?
there's a nut.
Maybe her? I don't know.
It's terrible. It's very
Does
scary.
he have a gun? Maybe he has a
Yeah.
gun. I don't
Yeah.
know. And so your mind's working to stay in
Doing what you're
rhythm
supposed
with
to be
what
doing.
you're supposed to be doing. Think fast, and then your mind wanders to, well, is this it?
Right. It's as simple as John Lennon walking into
That's true.
into the Dakota and getting killed in his vestibule.
But I still
It's the
believe,
world of today.
in my world, that you got to trust the man above, and then you just got to live your life, and you have to be more wary and careful than you ever were, but you can't stop living.
Yeah.
Can't stop
It's easy
going.
to say sometimes.
Yeah.
But
This is DJ from Miami. A Times Square casino proposal was shut down. Times Square casino, wow. Ernestine, you being the queen of New York,
Yes, I
would
am.
you have wanted a casino in Times Square?
veto
Yikes.
it down. No, thank you.
Okay.
It's bad enough that they have these crazy mascot people walking around in Times Square, and then they put where you could sit in the middle of Times Square. It just draws more and more wackos to the middle of Times Square.
Yep.
And the only person who ever cleaned up Times Square, Giuliani. He
He
was
did.
the guy that cleaned up Times Square. I know what he's become now is not what he was back then, but when 9/11 happened,
Man.
and he was the man,
Yeah.
he was the mayor, he took that city and it was strong, and he cleaned up all of the drugs and prostitution and everything that you could feel safe walking in Times Square.
No casino.
No casino, please. No, thank you. Get it back to just being Times Square without the nuts.
Of all the places I've ever been, I lived there for a while, and I
We used to go to
visited
the
there
movies all the
many
time on
times.
42nd.
But the energy on 42nd Street, Theater District, and Movie District, and just
Beyond.
Times Square is the greatest in the
It's
world.
electric.
It is the greatest in the world. It just has
You just feel it.
energy on the sidewalk. everybody's going to something that they're excited about.
It's just beautiful.
Okay, no casino, please.
No casino.
This is Miles from Reno, Nevada.
Oh, Reno. Okay.
After 50 years, the Magic Circle finally inducted Penn and Teller. Are you two magic people? I feel Ernestine would love and Skip would hate because he wouldn't be able to know how a magic trick was achieved. Well, we do love Penn and Teller.
Penn and
We've
Teller.
seen
We
them.
saw them.
Yeah.
I mean, once or twice.
I think we've seen
Maybe
them
twice. It was a great show.
It's a
in
great
Vegas.
show.
Boy, didn't they make an elephant disappear?
They made an elephant disappear.
It was
I don't
incredible.
know how they did it.
I don't know. I believe in
And
magic.
I want to know how.
Yeah. I believe in magic.
It's not magic.
There is magic.
There is no magic.
There is magic.
No,
what are you
there's
talking
no
about?
magic. You think there's none?
People know how to do certain things.
Yeah.
It's magic.
They don't.
Houdini had magic.
He did not.
Houdini did too.
There's
I
a
don't understand how-
rational
No way. What
explanation
is
for
the
everything.
line in Woody Allen? One of our favorite lines.
Okay, well, it's all-time favorite
Love
for
and-
me. No, Shadows
Shadows
and Fog.
and Fog.
Okay, so Shadows and
One of
Fog is
Richard's
my
favorite
favorite
movies.
Woody movie.
Yeah.
It's really good.
So good.
The brothel scenes are
It's
so
incredible. Everybody's in it. Jodie Foster, God,
Kathy
Lily
Bates.
Tomlin,
Yeah.
Kathy Bates, Mia Farrow.
Farrow.
Goes on and on and on.
What's his
John
name?
Malkovich.
John Malkovich.
Madonna.
Madonna is John Malkovich's,
Yes, it's just
Yeah.
incredible.
and what's his name?
Who? John Cusack?
Cusack. I
John
couldn't think of John
Cusack,
Cusack
yeah, who
is
we
in it,
love.
and he's
Oh,
big in
He
it.
is great.
Okay, so at the end, there's
He's
a
in a
magician
funhouse.
because it's
Takes
a
place in
traveling
fun
circus.
house. Yeah,
Okay,
circus.
so
Kenneth
Woody-
Mars.
Kenneth Mars and Woody wants to become his assistant. How
He's
do
the
you
magician.
do? How do you do what you do? And then the beast is the thing that everybody's running from is coming after them. I know this is going to sound ludicrous,
But it's
but
great.
it's about paranoia and this monster is coming after them, and he's a killer.
He's just like an oversized big guy.
big
That's
guy,
crazy.
but he's crazy, and he's coming after both of them. And Kenneth Mars, as the magician, is doing magic to get them out of harm's
He's got
way.
the cape on and
Yeah, and they're going into the mirror
the fun
where
house.
the
It's all distorted.
the bad man can't get them. He's
Yeah.
trying to get them, right?
Yeah.
And then at the end, suddenly he makes the
bad-
killer
Yeah,
disappear.
He makes him disappear.
He makes him disappeir. It's impossible, but you believe it.
Yeah, I believe it.
And Woody says something about, how do you do this? What's the secret to all this? And he says, well, I would never tell because the people out there, they need this like they need the air, meaning that they need to believe in magic
Yes.
like they need to breathe.
Because it gives you
have
hope.
you have to believe that that humans can create magic, even though they can't.
But it's the hope. The
It's
magic
the
is the
hope.
hope. It's like Santa Claus at Christmas. It's
Yeah.
the Easter Bunny at Easter. It's magical. And sometimes there is magic, and sometimes things do come out of the blue that you can't believe. That's
Well,
what makes life interesting. You got to
Okay,
believe
but-
that there's magic,
But that's why,
miracles.
okay, that's why people love sports and you don't, but they want to believe that a human can do the miraculous, okay, that LeBron can make a 30-foot jump shot at the buzzer to win the game in ways nobody can, when in fact, he wasn't born with a clutch gene, okay? So,
Is that why people like sports?
yeah, because you want to
Really?
think
I
that,
never thought about that.
oh, wow, Patrick Mahomes can do things no human's
Oh.
ever done before,
This is
even though that's not
fantasy.
true,
This
okay?
is fantasy.
Right?
Hmm.
Okay?
Wow.
I want to believe
Interesting.
that Dak Prescott can throw touchdown passes routinely that others have never thrown.
Wow.
Unfortunately, when it's time to do so in the playoffs, it never works.
Yeah.
But I want to
Wow.
believe it.
That's
And then it
interesting.
doesn't happen. But just me, the only magic I believe in is God magic.
I believe it. No.
Okay?
I thought you believed that there are miracles that take place in life that you can't. I think there are some things that you can't figure out.
Well, I think they're God things that happen.
I don't know if they're God, but they're miracles. I mean, sometimes there's somebody who's sick and can't walk, and then they all of a sudden they're walking, or something just is just it's you can't explain it, unexplainable.
Inexplicable. Same
That
thing.
too.
Okay.
It's just like I believe in a shaman who can tell me what my mother is doing that has passed, and my mother is somewhere in this
Okay.
world.
Some of that I do believe in.
There is
But
a
that's
connection.
not magic. That's
Well, that person has some kind of ability.
they have mystical powers.
There is. I
Yeah.
have some of that.
You do. Psychic powers.
I have some of that.
You
Yeah.
do.
It happened the other day. I told you.
Yeah. Okay.
So maybe there is magic, but everybody has to believe in something.
They do. This is James. Our last question is from St. Paul, Minnesota, also far from here. A report said that men are seeking weight loss treatment far less than women. Why do you think this is the case, Ernestine? Men seeking
don't
weight loss
know
treatment far
why.
less than women. Well, that's just a dud
But
to
I
me.
have seen a lot of men in the media and people that I see walking on the street locally by me,
Yeah.
that the men have lost a lot of weight. Where this one guy, I see he and his wife, they walk as much as I do to Beverly Hills, and I don't know, they work out or they just look like they walk. And he was really heavy, and then 2 months go by, I see him, he's getting thinner. Now I saw them today. He's so thin. He must be on Ozempic or
Mhm.
something. There are a lot of people guys that I've seen, that maybe they've just now decided, well, why do I have to stay heavy? It's not just for females. Guys
Well,
are allowed to be
I
thin
know,
too if they
but
want to.
to me, this is so obvious because society, in the main, in the large part,
Yeah.
puts far more pressure on women to be of a certain weight than on men.
True. That is
right?
true. Yeah.
Even though we're going through a new craze where a lot of guys like women with giant butts
Right.
and giant
Heavier
busts,
women. Yeah.
right? Okay. And they're heavy is great. And we
Yeah.
have friends who
Yeah.
like heavy people.
Right.
Okay. That's fine. But in general, in
Yeah.
this world that we live in,
Yeah.
women are under far more pressure over the span of their life to keep their weight at a more reasonable
and that
place
also
than
was
men.
influenced by fashion
Yeah.
and media, and as Chanel said, you never can be too rich or too thin, right?
Yeah.
So that has been drummed into women's heads since the 20s. You have to, in order to be beautiful, you have to be thin.
Okay.
And so, but I think some guys, especially now, for health purposes, it's better to not be gigantically overweight for your health.
Yeah.
So maybe some guys are now thinking about that, and it could be changing a little bit. So I say equal weight for guys and girls.
Equal weight.
They can be thin too.
Well, we've waited long enough for the end of the show.
Oh.
So I agree with you on that.
Oh, good.
That's
Okay.
the only thing I've agreed with you on
I don't
in
know.
this
We've agreed
entire
on some
show.
other
I
things,
think
but
you've been very hard on me in the show, but that's okay.
Poor Skip. Poor Skip.
It's been a long day.
Poor Skip. You need some rest.
I've had enough.
You can reboot yourself for next week.
That's it for this episode. We will see you next week, maybe featuring Hazel. She's been
Maybe.
quiet. I hope
She's
she's
probably
still
eaten
okay.
the whole room up. She's probably
tore
tore the
torn
door
down the
off.
entire room. But we'll
She's-
see you next week as long as we're still
We're still
speaking
speaking.
and we're not sure.
Peace out. We'll see you soon.